Weird, and it don't look good. Who you gonna call?
14-game winning season. No one in the history of the NFL has ever done that with two different teams. On top of that, people always
Bustin makes him feel good, and he just busted the Patriots' hopes of the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, everybody.
Game. He's not seeing no ghost no more.
He did, yes, but also he made Drew Lock a NFL champion, so props to him. Drew Lock was
picking an NFL champion.
Well, Drew Lock drags any team that he's on down by the weight of his fucking dick. Anyway, welcome to the Football Stooges, the stupidest way to cover football imaginable.
And I want to fucking die.
Oh man,
and boy,
yeah,
is it stupid.
Boy, is it stupid. This is our Super Bowl recap, the final game of the NFL season. We are taking it and we are looking back at what went right, what went wrong, and what just happened. So this is our final episode to wrap up the NFL season before we start getting into the off-season wrap-ups and the upcoming spring leagues. So without further ado, here for 99.9% of all episodes, the one, the only, Mastodon.
That means we might have a break from football for a bit, right?
Ugh. Yeah, sadly.
Right?
No,
maybe.
No.
I'm so sad.
Okay. I thought you were going to be like, get it, UFL. I didn't have something. I thought you were going to.
I mean, there is a bit of a break.
I know
it doesn't
it's
come
in
up
March.
yet. Yeah, it's so. I mean, we have all of February, the rest of February, and then most of March. So yeah. Next up, he's back, Mamba.
Hello. Thank God the Seahawks won.
Seahawks won. Next up, probably the same demeanor as Bill Belichick before playing the Cincinnati Bengals. It's K-Duff.
I'd like you skip Gorlami.
We gotta get to K-Duff first.
No,
Gotta get to K-Duff first here. Gorlami, I need you to do an acapella all around me, your familiar faces real quick.
Bad Bunny had more.
I don't think I can do that
show than us the entire first half.
Yeah.
We're way too hard on Drake May. I mean, if you look at what he did this year, he really deserves his flowers. After watching that performance yesterday, his offensive line gives him virtually no time to do anything. Will Campbell couldn't block a stationary object. Drake May...
He had a busted shoulder and no help on the left side of the line. How is that fraud territory?
It was just funny.
Yeah,
Joe, you forgot to put that one image, the Josh Allen photo. Bring it up.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Not my dad, Mamba.
But still, it's funny.
I'm not Mamba. You went the wrong direction.
And Gorlami's also here.
Let's get Gorlami on screen. Thank you.
What is he doing?
That track and field clinic last week.
But yeah, we got the Super Bowl to talk about, much to K-Duff's chagrin. But yeah, before we get to that,
get with it. At least you fucking made it.
I mean, yeah, he has that on all of us. I will take what I will take. I will say that this Super Bowl was kind of a win for me in that because of the lack of performance from the Patriots O-line, Joe Burrow is now the second all-time most sacked quarterback in the postseason history. Let's go, Will Campbell, my fucking goat.
Is that something to be proud of?
I'm not the worst. I'm not the worst. Okay, look, I was at rock bottom.
That's why you celebrate.
That's why I'm celebrating. Is that he got moved to second?
Let me put it to you guys. There were some Patriots insiders that said hiring Doug Marrone as our O-line coach is going to be a smart decision. It wasn't smart for the long term. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Why does that name sound familiar? Was he like?
He was the former Jaguars head coach.
O-line coach before, or? That's right. Okay.
Now it's
getting
to
on the O-line.
Maston's getting flashbacks. He's like, oh. All right, Jaguars football. The
Jags were.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and just hop right into this. We'll start with the crossover grid as we always do. All right, Bengal and Raider. This is easy. Von Tez.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like Von. Von
like
Taze. Perfect. There it is. A Bengal and a Packer. I'm trying to think.
I thought that was a Georgia Bulldog at first. I forgot that you have it with target team.
Shout out AJ Hawk.
AJ Hawk.
1,000 pass yards in the regular season career.
Regular season.
God,
So-
AJ looks so fucking weird.
Carson Palmer.
I can do Carson Palmer. Let me see if Kenny
Dawn
Anderson is here.
Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Kenny Anderson. Okay, that's the Bengals, bro.
Oh, passing yards for wide receiver. We got to give it to passing yards for Washington. We got to give it to Sonny Jurgensen.
S.O.
Because he just passed away earlier this week, if I remember right.
Yes.
Sonny Jurgensen. Wow, we have... Oh my goodness. Can we get 3 in the right column that have 2-bar face masks or lower? That'll be a tough one. Rookie of the year with 1,000 passing yards. Johnny...
I don't think he was rookie of the year.
Hold on.
Fuck, Joe Namath wasn't rookie of the year?
Neither was Namath.
Fucking Joe Namath.
Bart Starr?
Do you even have 10,000 passing yards?
Bart Starr, nope. Okay, Washington Commander and a Green Bay Packer.
Preston Smith?
Yeah, that worked.
Preston Smith. Then a Raider and a Commander.
Mariota.
That's a good one. Mariota. Okay, a Raider that was a Rookie of the Year.
Max Crosby?
No.
Did he get Rookie of the Year honors?
I don't. Maybe.
I thought he got Rookie of the Year.
I mean, the Raiders haven't had many good rookies, so let's be real.
I mean, now.
Rookie of the Year for the Packers is
current.
Ruggs, Damon Arnett.
I'm thinking of.
Oh, not Roger Craig.
Packers. Mr. Hamburger himself, Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy.
Damn.
Marshawn Lynch?
That was a Rookie of the Year. Oh, Beast Mode, yeah. What?
Yeah. Oh.
Charles Woodson.
There we go. Okay.
All right, then.
Rookie of the Year, 10,000 passing yards. Try Jim Zorn?
Like, what was Z?
Z.
Nope. Not Jim. Not Jim Zorn.
Zorn. Because he played for Washington, if I remember right. No, Seattle. Oh, Seattle. Oh, Seattle. That was back in like 70s. Roger Staubach?
What?
I think it's without the D. R-O-G.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
okay, try Dennis Shaw, former Buffalo quarterback. 1970, yeah. Okay. Only 5 years.
You didn't get.
What about Big Ben?
Did Tarkington get Rookie of the Year?
I already looked it up.
After running the wrong way for a safety? R-O-E-T-H.
R-O-E-T-H. Ruth.
There he is.
There you go.
There it is, yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Marcus Allen was who I was thinking of. Shit. Couldn't think of that. Jayhawk, Joe Burrow.
Ha-ha Clinton Dix. That's another one.
Ha-ha Clinton Dix.
I forgot about.
Yeah.
I didn't know Bengal and because this is my team and my wife's team. Ahmad Brooks. Ahmad Brooks was a Bengal? What the fuck?
Christian Ringo.
Player, but I forgot Cedric Benson was a fucking Packer. Oh, he was such a good Bengal for a few years. Ringo, Livingston, not remembering many of these guys.
I'm not right.
Yeah, this is like a random ass trivia question shit.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
AJ Hawk, though. There we go. All right, moving on now to KDF News.
I'm choked on my fucking ice cube. All right, so we're going to start off with a little bit of injury news stuff before we get to the parts you're going to tear me apart about being Super Bowl news. I'm actually going to have to start with it with the bit of injury news I've got. First up, Patriots quarterback Drake May, his shoulder injury he suffered in the AFC Championship game apparently wasn't fully fixed by game time. Sources say he received a painkiller shot in it just before the game, which caused him to be numb to most of the feeling in it, which partially contributes to their offensive woes, as we'll get to. Let's see.
With the Rodgers method.
Played. Yeah, I'm not getting him an ayahuasca addiction. No,
pop some Percocet, baby. Pop some Percocet, baby.
That also work. It's gonna take a little more than Percocet for this to get fixed, though. 49ers defensive tackle Keon White, he's recovering after ankle surgery following an incident where he was shot in the foot in San Francisco. He wasn't involved in in the altercation that prompted the shooting. He just happened to be in with some bystander, but he should be okay. On to signings, trade rumors, and other stuff, because we're now getting into that part of the NFL year. The only signing I've got is for Commanders extending punter Tress Way on a one-year deal after he got his third Pro Bowl with them. We got some already confirmations on a few trade, release, free agency, roster cut rumors. First up, the big one has got to be that Browns tight end David Njoku is announcing he will not be returning to Cleveland, where he spent the past 9 years playing for them. He's going to be a free agent next year. Someone that is going to be doing the opposite of that, actually. He's going to be remaining is 49ers backup quarterback Mac Jones. He's expected to stay as their backup after there's already some rumors floating around that a quarterback needy team might take another chance on him as a starter, but it sounds like he's going to be staying put. Then we get into the other guys that will be most likely headlining this free agency class, because there's notable cuts or people that will be likely to be traded. The headliners for the quarterback position are Falcons' Kirk O'Chains, who's going to be expected to be cut before the new league year starts next month. And then you've got Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray, who has been just getting more of a downward slope over the past couple of years, and I don't know what the new LaFleur regime is going to bring into that table.
I don't know how you can go on a downward slope from Kyler Murray's position. He's already basically at the floor, so I guess he started digging.
Nathan Peterman.
I was making a short joke.
Yeah. Right. And then the last one, of course, being Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who, if they trade him, considering how much that this new Dolphins team has fleeced from Green Bay, I wouldn't be surprised if Malik Willis is a starter next year in Miami.
I will scream. I will scream.
I mean, it's either that or Penn State legend Sean Clifford. Which would you prefer?
They can have Sean Clifford. Let me keep my boy.
Yep. All right. And first retirement of the offseason as well as we move on. Rams offensive tackle Robert Havenstein's calling it a career after 11 seasons of the league, all spent with the Rams in both LA and St. Louis. He's ending his career appearing in 2 Super Bowls with 1 win and having started all 148 career games played. Good retirement to him. On to miscellaneous news. Yes, we already discussed it. The Seahawks defeated the Patriots with a historic win in the Super Bowl. Running back Kenneth Walker was named MVP as the first of his position to be named it in 28 years. The last was Terrell Davis with the Broncos in Super Bowl 32. They're also the first team to win a Super Bowl without committing a turnover for their entire postseason run. Unfortunately, the Patriots kind of say the same for that. Drake May was sacked 6 times, as Lob mentioned, bringing it up to 20 times this postseason, a new record for an entire postseason that breaks one held by Joe Burrow in their 2021 campaign. And also the Patriots have lost their 6th Super Bowl, which is the most all-time, but we've also played in 20% of all of them, so we were making history one way or another if we won or lost. So there's that. Yeah. Following their win, the Seahawks actually did lose something, as we knew they would. The Raiders have officially named Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak as their new head coach. And from the sounds of it, he's already quelled a massive rumor that Max Crosby was going to be leaving there. Apparently, after he touched down in Vegas, he had a heart-to-heart sit down with Crosby, and from the sounds of it, he's there to stay with the black and silver. So.
Did you see the post game? Did you see the post game interview though when they were talking to Kubiak, and you could see when people were asking, he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty much a sure fact I'm going to Vegas." You saw his entire fucking mood changed from I just won the Super Bowl to fuck, I gotta coach the Raiders. Fuck. Like, his entire mood went from I just won the Super Bowl to like, oh, existential dread.
Well, now he gets to develop Fernando Mendoza, so I mean, there's a little bit of fun there, and he's got keeping Max Crosby, which does wonders for their defense going forward. I think. Right?
Very true, very true.
He's not gonna have to find another like.
There's some silver linings, but
yeah. There's not some for some of these hirings, though, because we got a few more coaching stuff to talk about. First up, the other big one is Browns defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz resigning after 3 seasons of the team. Speculation is that it was over the fact he was passed up for the head coaching position by Todd Monken, which I can't blame him for, to be honest with you. I mean, you replaced the guys that the entire defense loves for a guy whose offense completely sucked with the Ravens last year. All right, then. Then other stuff, just a couple interesting ones, mostly for the passing game coordinator position. First up, the Dolphins, instead of fleecing Green Bay again, they are fleecing now the Eagles. Former offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo is their new passing game coordinator, so it's not getting any better on offense for them.
Okay. That's not a fleecing. That's Eagles fleecing the Dolphins for for Eagles by not doing anything.
Actually, I wouldn't say. Wait. The Eagles fired him, so it's like, oh no, you can have him.
And guess what?
They basically dumpster dove out behind Lincoln.
Yeah, and also Eagles got Jalen Phillips for like a 3rd round pick, and he did well on defense. So, yeah.
A-chain up the middle. Quinn Ewers, D-ball, punt.
Yep. Anyway, let's see. Another hiring. So the Jets, we've had the Buddy Ryan era. We've had the Rex Ryan era. And now in the form of the new pass game coordinator, they've hired former Lions offensive assistant Seth Ryan, the son of Rex, as their new pass game coordinator. So that's a line that keeps going. And it gets...
for punishment, baby.
Yep. Because it gets more of a familial ties as we go on to the Buccaneers, because not only have they hired former Falcons wide receiver coach TJ Yates as their pass game coordinator, Todd Bowles, for a new defensive assistant, has hired current Long Island University defensive back Todd Bowles Jr. As someone who's had a team where your head coach brings in his son to serve on your staff, I can tell you right now, it does not work. It's not going to end well. Especially when this kid's like fresh out of college, has no coaching experience whatsoever.
Holy nepotism.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Other stuff around the league. A proposal is expected this offseason to increase the trade limits on NFL draft picks from 3 years out to 5 years out, which we already kind of see in the NBA, where someone's like, oh, we traded Anthony Davis for a 2030 first round pick. And stuff like that. So depends on what the league is going to think about that. Texans have announced plans to build a new 83-acre team headquarters, sport, and entertainment complex in northern Houston. They're already dubbing the Toro District. Construction's already underway and set to be completed by 2029. And then we get on to I'm going to end this on a lot of a dark note, actually, because we had to start out with a bunch of news that came out this week, mostly. This one, first one, features Falcons rookie defensive end James Pierce Jr. He was arrested in Miami over the weekend on stalking, domestic assault, and resisting arrest charges after he allegedly deliberately rammed his car into another driven by his now ex-girlfriend, WNBA player Rickea Jackson. This came and then when police came to try and pull away, he ran away and was fighting cops while he was who were trying to subdue him. This came hours after his own mother was praising his character and the man he had become at the NFL honors ceremony where Pierce was up for Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. So this dude went from a potential first overall pick and with like outstanding character issues to a guy who nearly fucking murdered his own girlfriend or ex-girlfriend now out just like that, which is basically a career killer. What is good, though, is that he didn't turn out like this next one, because former Jets first-round pick linebacker Deron Lee is being held without bond in a Tennessee jail after he was arrested and charged last week for the first-degree murder of his girlfriend. He's facing life in prison and would be eligible for the death penalty if convicted. So just not good looks for either of those guys going forward. Not at all. And then we finally have to end this with 4 passings actually this week. First up, former Lions linebacker Tracy Scroggins has passed away at the age of 56. He played all 10 seasons of his career with the Lions, where he recorded 320 tackles, 60.5 sacks, and 1 interception. Next to him, former Giants head coach Ray Handley passed away at the age of 81. He coached with the Giants for 8 years, 2 of which as the head coach, but also spent about another 25 in college at places such as Stanford, Air Force, and Army, amassing a total of 2 Super Bowl wins and a 14-18 head coaching record. Next up, former Commanders linebacker Barry Wilburn passed away at the age of 62, dying in a house fire at his home in Tennessee. He played 14 years in the NFL and up north in the CFL with the Commanders, Browns, Chiefs, Eagles, Saskatchewan Roughriders, British Columbia Lions, and Winnipeg Blue Bombers, ending his career a one-time Super Bowl and Grey Cup champion, first-team All-Pro, league interception leader in 1987, had 246 tackles and 20 interceptions with 1 touchdown. And as we discussed while doing the crossover stuff, the big one is probably the guy who came before Mahomes, before Rodgers, before Brady, before Manning, before Elway, before Favre, before Montana, before Unitas. That would be former NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Christian Sonny Jurgensen, who has passed away at the age of 91. He played 17 years in the league spent between the Commanders and Eagles, where he ended his career a 1-time NFL champion, 2-time first-time and second-team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, led the league in touchdowns, completion percentage, and passing yards several times over, member of the 1960s All-Decade Team, NFL Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor member for the Commanders and Eagles, had his number 9 retired by Washington, and the stats include 32,000 yards for 255 touchdowns and a career 82.6 passer rating. Rest in peace to those 4, and that's all I got.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Kidduff. And as you said, rest in peace to those legends. Also, rest in peace to this NFL season. It is over with this game right here. I will say, I think in the entirety of our lives, we have not seen an NFL season this fucking wild.
That we can agree on.
That is true. Yes.
This
Like
season was
we've
on
said it multiple
crack.
times over, like this. It was on just about everything. Like everything that everything that Dracula Flo has said he has smoked was this season was on. That's what it would happen.
Smoking on Whoopi.
Minus one thing. The Jets were still ass.
Yeah, besides, I mean,
they were generationally ass. They were generationally ass. No one in the history of football has ever not a single pick.
Negative passing yards for Justin Fields.
Oh, and they got no picks. No picks the entire season.
That's never happened. Yeah. Again, it was crazy. This game was also crazy as well. It was kicks for the very first beginning of the game, just almost in its entirety, which reminds me, like, I completely forgot to fucking pull up the stats. So I was about to start talking, and I'm like, usually talk about the stats. Where are the fucking stats? I didn't pull up the stats. But yeah, in the very beginning of this game, both offenses were struggling and both defenses were performing very well. I would say that the Seattle Seahawks didn't struggle as much as they kind of like the drives petered out a little bit when the defense was able to play a little bit more contained because the field was shorter because they were in the red zone. So they just relied on the leg of their kicker and rightful Super Bowl MVP. No offense to Kenneth Walker there, but the kicking game from Jason Myers was nuts. 5 for 5 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. A 41-yard bomb was his longest. He had 17 of the 29 total points for the Seahawks, and he was the scorer at the very beginning.
I think it's also a Super Bowl record for a kicker, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, he should have won the MVP.
And don't forget about the punter pinning them like 2 or 3 times in the end zone.
Jason Myers should have won that.
Some people are saying, like, oh, he should not have because
a lot of those
easy
kicks
field
were
goals.
easy. The thing is,
41-yarder ain't easy. 41-yarder ain't easy. Hold on.
But Kenneth Walker set them up for those.
True. I mean, Walker, 27 carries, 135 yards. He also 2 receptions, 26 yards. No touchdowns, but again, had a great time and a great performance and did well. Darnold, 19 for 38 for 202.
I hope he'd had a great time. He won the Super Bowl.
I mean, honestly, it didn't really look like it. He was just out there like, yeah, okay, I won the Super Bowl. And then during the parade, he was apparently talking to the owner about negotiating a new contract during the parade. Priorities, dog. Darnold, 19 for 38 for 202 and a touchdown, no picks, 1 sack. Lead receiver was Kupp, 6 for 61. Barner had a great day, 4 for 54 and a touchdown. And the Emerald City route artist, Jackson, I'm not going to say that again. That's such a cornball fucking name. JSN, 4 for 27, did struggle with concussions there. I will say also, Christian Gonzalez covered that man like stink on shit. If there's one person you cannot blame...
They showed one play?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. If there's one Patriot you cannot blame at all, it's fucking Christian Gonzalez. He was amazing. He did absolutely incredible.
Their job.
He did what he could.
If there's one we can blame, though, it's definitely... If there's two I can blame, though, actually, it's Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, because the left side of the line did no fucking favors for Drake May on offense. As they could not stop shit. And our Super Bowl hopes just crashed harder than Lindsey Vonn at the Olympics. It was that fucking bad.
All right.
Damn.
All right.
He's a natural hero.
I'm wrong, though.
You're not wrong, bro.
You definitely ain't right, though.
The highlights show the one pass Darnold tried to get to, I think it was to JSN. I was like, oh, he cannot put it. It was like in the first half. It was in the first half. He could not place it any better, but Christian Gonzalez was able to just reach and just tip it just enough to make it incomplete.
Yeah,
Gonzo has been
right there. On Seattle.
It was right there. It was right here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, they're not showing the replay of it, but it was just like you can't place it any better.
This is a full fucking jump man extension. Oh my goodness.
When I saw that, I was like, this is going to be that game. Like, it's going to be a defensive battle.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Patriots offense
and it was for the majority
rough.
of the first half. And that, but the
problem I'm saying is
of course it quieted out towards the end because, of course, you got the defense on there basically the entire game because the offense isn't doing shit to help them out. So obviously they were going to get tired at some point, which is why you didn't see the first touchdown scored until halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah,
something like that. This was not. I'm not going to place this like Rams Patriots Super Bowl where 10-3 where offenses was just being stupid. Patriots defense was playing their heart out, and Seahawks defense has been suffocating like they were this whole season.
Yeah. For the Patriots side of things, 27 for 43 for Drake May for 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He took 6 sacks. Drake May was the lead rusher as well, 5 carries, 37 yards. That's bad. Ramondre Stevenson and Traven Harrison both had above 6 carries. Neither of them had over 25 yards. Receiving, Matt Collins, 4 for 78 and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 3 receptions, 37 yards. Booty, 1 for 21. Demario Douglas was up there, 5 for 45. I mean, again, this offense was just petered out. I mean, this play right here, by number 98, rookie out of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Look at...
O'Reilly Mills, yeah.
God!
Meanwhile, Jared Wilson, you've got 3 inches on the guy. What the fuck are you doing?
And that part is not the Guardian Cap. Guardian Cap doesn't count as those inches.
Yeah, so people were talking a lot about the Patriots and the issues that they were having, and mainly it was blocking. I mean, Drake May had no time. Obviously, Campbell's been dealing with an injury. Yeah. I'm not going to call Campbell a bust yet, okay? Absolutely not. I mean, early in the season, he was doing very well. He had an injury, and obviously this is the lights are very bright. So that was the biggest issue there. Drake May has no time. You also, again, couldn't get the run game going at all. You had 18 carries for 79 yards between 3 players. Yeah. One of those was Drake May, who's your lead rusher.
The personnel decisions were so fucking confusing me because you got Marcus Jones has been the top rusher for us, and we're kicking to Kyle Williams all game. Trevion Henderson's been the more explosive of the running back, and Ramondre got most of the touches. I don't know why we're not using these guys when like you said, the lights are brightest. When the game matters the most, using the 8, the first tier pieces we should be using in these positions.
I think this was a Vrabel like he did in Tennessee, or with his offense coordinators at Tennessee. This is one of his mistakes that he did at Tennessee before. If he could learn that, then
like I get it if you want to try and like make it that so that the entire 53-man roster is getting the opportunity is when they should be getting them. Just in the Super Bowl though, like Dearness Johnson was not a top returner all year. Like, just use the people that you know are going to give you the best chance to win. And Marcus Jones was. It's just one frustration that's been of many that I've had.
Yeah, game, so. I will say I think
I'll be honest. I shut it off for the fourth quarter.
I will say I think the best player, the best side of the ball for either of these teams, it was the Seahawks special teams. The kicker was perfect. 17 out of 29 total
punting
points.
Was great.
And then Michael Dixon, 7 punts for 335 yards. His longest was 55. 3 of those 7 punts were in the 20. I believe 2 of those in the 20 were within the 5.
Something like that, yeah.
Again, I would have loved if they would have split the Super Bowl MVP and just given it to the kicker and punter. Because, they deserved it. Don't get me wrong. Kenneth Walker III did great. He did not even have a touchdown. That's nothing against him. He didn't even have a touchdown. Sam Darnold played pretty well. He only had 1 passing touchdown. The kicker had 17 points, and the punter put them in the 5 twice. That is generational talent right there. That is, coming up in the key moment. Special teams, as one famous modern philosopher sketch would say, special teams, special plays, special players. Those were 2 very special players there. I would have given it to him. Yeah, I would have given it to him because nothing against anybody else that was deserving of the MVP. I feel like it was the kicker and punter, Myers and Dixon. They fucking played their hearts out, did exactly what they needed to do, showed up and did great. People are also talking now about the I guess the talking point that people were going into when they were discussing about the favorites for this game, and it comes up again and again, is now the infamous Patriots schedule. First easiest schedule
games that you're given.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of have to say this because technically the Eagles had an easy schedule in 2017 when they won. There's actually a decent amount of teams. I know it's not the easiest schedule ever in NFL history for some of these, but they had easy schedules. But when they made it to the playoffs, they won their playoff games. It's hard to win playoff games in general.
Exactly right. Plus, even with the easiest schedule, we're also relying on so much luck. Going up against the Chargers, who have no O-line, taking advantage of all the mistakes on it, except the Texans were doing. Having to go up against Jared Stidham because Bo Nix broke his fucking ankle.
In a fucking snowball.
We got lucky. And we got lucky and we took advantage of that luck, which a lot of other teams that didn't make it this far can't say for themselves.
That's what good teams do. They take advantage of the situation.
But when I say that the Patriots had an easy schedule when Brady was on the team because their division was ass when Brady was on there.
There's no way to go and play against Brady. People also need to realize that when they were talking about when Brady was dominating the AFC East, no one wanted to go and play against him. Why, as you as a defensive player, would go to Miami when you could go to Jacksonville or Tampa and still be in Florida if you want to be in the state of Florida? Why would you go to Miami and have to play Tom Brady twice a year?
Actually, they do win. They do win at Miami. Miami does beat Patriots at Miami.
That's like a guy from Switzerland being I want to join the army in the year 1915. Let me join the French army. Don't go into the buzzsaw. You're going to go somewhere safe. You're not going to throw yourself into the middle of Verdun.
Okay.
People was like, "Oh, the division was so easy." The division was so easy because Tom Brady had Tom Brady had a fucking cannon pointed at the entirety of the division, and everyone was like, "I'm not stepping in front of that gun." Like,
so you're admitting, so you're agreeing with me that technically Brady had easy schedules also.
well, he definitely had for those years.
It's easy when you've got the most elite fucking offense and defense with a coach that knows what he's fucking doing.
Their schedules were not easy. Did they have 6 games? The easiest division? Absolutely. But they were like constantly top of the AFC. They were getting primetime games. They were getting the best of the NFC. Top match, whatever. When we're looking at schedules and
they
stuff.
They weren't getting the best of the NFC. They always play a full division of the NFC.
You play a full division on both sides, and then also I believe there's like 1 or 2 extra games where you're going to play like the lower, higher level
it's
teams.
The whatever seed you were.
Right. Yeah. And so if they're the number one
in the division, as you face against it.
Right. So if you're the number 1 in the AFC East, you're going to go play some like number 1 in the NFC North or something.
AFC North, AFC West.
I was thinking exactly. It was just randomized to just fill out the schedule.
No.
That's the 17th game. That's a 17th game now.
No, but
it's always been like wherever place you're in division, you play the other teams that placed in the other divisions, and then one full division that gets switched every year. And then one full NFC division or opposite conference every year.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing when we take a look at the strength of schedule and stuff like that is that it's very key for teams to kind of get hot at the right moment, get all the pieces together and get things flowing when they have a schedule that when maybe they finished 3rd or 4th in their division last year, and then they have a really advantageous way to put above it. Look at the Patriots this year. Took advantage of a schedule that was a lot easier for them because they had some really cupcake matchups and they just clicked at the right moment. Seahawks as well. For a while, the Colts too, before they fell apart. So, I think when you're looking at teams... there's something to be said because of the strength of schedule and stuff that can come up that, again, I think the worst place to be in the NFL is in that, like, Mike Tomlin 9-8 zone. I was there perennially as a Bengals fan with Marvin Lewis, who was always hovering around that, right? And it was just like, you didn't get a good draft pick. You didn't get you weren't finishing really far up in the playoff rankings. You were getting bumped first, second round of the playoffs. And you just sat in this middle of the area of purgatory where you're always playing like, the average NFL team and you're still finishing with the average record and just sitting in mediocrity and stewing in it, and it sucks. It just sucks. You don't want to be there. So sometimes it is good to like
3 years.
It is good sometimes to like when you know that you gotta change gears, you gotta turn the organization around. It's good to sometimes just dump, be bad for a bit, and come back up. You just don't want to sit down there and be the Jets, and you can't expect to be up there like the Chiefs or the Patriots for a long time. You got to be able to deal with constantly changing from good to bad and stuff of that nature. Whenever you're changing, you're flipping your organization around, and to start a new run. So both of these teams did a great job getting to this point. Both of them were not amazing teams last year, so they have both taken advantage of their positions and situations that they've been in. I will say, though, that I think it is interesting that there was a quarterback, a specific quarterback, who played this same Seattle defense late in the year, who had a better completion percentage, more completions, more touchdowns, and less interceptions and sacks on 3 days of prep. Who has 13 kids.
Yeah.
Oh, Philip
Rivers. Philip Rivers did have more completions, more touchdowns, less interceptions, and a higher completion percentage, and took less sacks in a 3-day prep against the Seahawks defense, who eventually became the Super Bowl champs. That's not a thing against the Patriots. That's also me just saying Philip Rivers is still that guy. All right,
dude, this fucker.
You mean no other QB that faced against the Seahawks has a better stat line than Philip Rivers in this season?
No, Matthew Stafford has said some good ones. No, I'm just saying that
okay.
Compared to what Drake May was able to do, who was like this runner-up for MVP, Philip Rivers, who is like a grandfather, was able to do better. But also, Philip Rivers didn't, have his like shoulder falling off and have a guy with T-Rex arms at left tackle. So.
Who we definitely should consider moving to guard and shoving Jared Wilson to the practice or scout.
Yeah, people are saying guard for him, which is interesting for me.
And concrete feet.
Well, that's also because of his injury. His
ankle arms. I feel like that's more. Yeah. I feel like it would fit him more maybe in a left guard spot, and we actually go out and get somebody in the draft. Like
I thought. I swear to God, I thought it was just nerves of being a rookie in the Super Bowl. Watching
I would give him another year or two.
There's another big point that could be it.
So I mean, dude, at LSU he was killing people, man.
Yeah,
and it's not like he did bad the whole season. It was just sometime in the postseason, probably when he got his injury.
After his injury, yes,
when he was trying to come back from the injury. It was
Ryan Fitzpatrick and Andrew Whitworth have a podcast, and Whitworth was talking about it, where he was like, he wanted Will Campbell to play a lot more like Trenton Armstead, which was an attacking tackle. A lot of times, obviously, tackles when they go into the pass protection, which most tackles do nowadays, they have to sit back into an area and then try to attack with their hands. Armstead was like, instead of immediately like hopping back into position, he would actually go towards you. He would attack you, which in some situations can be rough if you got like a Von Miller on you that can just like flip and spin around you, and you're fucked.
Campbell's been having to deal with those kind of all playoffs and for a good chunk of the season with some of the defensive ends we've been having to go up against.
Right,
but easy schedule, but
because of
guys like who played against the Raiders, the Jets, they have actually some decent DNs.
Because of what Whitworth was saying about how Campbell likes to use his hands and the strength that he has in that area, that he was hoping that Campbell would eventually try to move towards that direction of like attacking the defensive end rather than kind of getting to a position where he's stepping back a little bit more. So again, a lot of it's injury. I think he can still be fine.
I also feel like
this real quick.
Watching some of this tape from like LSU, he's always been more of like the defensive kind of guy, like more like comfortable in helping protect the pocket, and also with those smaller hands, like he doesn't have like that Armstead level of like attacking with the hands, like you keep saying as well. I don't think that kind of play would like translate well to his style of play right away, or take a lot more time to develop that. Which he's got the time. He's only a rookie, so
yeah. I mean, you have a rookie starting at the most
those last
important.
couple.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes,
those last couple Seahawks run plays I was watching, Cooper Kupp was looking like a fucking tight end blocking out there.
Cooper Kupp can fucking block. He took a
fucking D end and just moved him out of the way.
I don't want to hear anything about that play. I don't want to hear anything about that play. Please, no.
Yeah. No, I saw. Did Ramondre Stevenson just whiffed on a block? No, go back.
Here it is.
Flashbacks that fucking.
It's gonna play right.
So you're gonna have an overpressure here. You have 4 linemen. Only 2 of them really got their hands in the dirt. So what you do is, I think you have a sim pressure here on the side. So you have him go into the flat. You're rushing only the 2 down linemen you had here. He's going to rotate over into the midsection here. So that what you're causing is the offensive line needs to be able to shift, but it's hard for them to know if this guy's coming or not because he lined up in the defensive end position, but he's now going into the flat. So you're having this sim pressure come from the right side where you're blitzing both this linebacker and I believe this nickel or corner here. And because of the blocking matchups,
they've been using the as a nickel.
Yeah, because of the blocking matchups here, you're gonna have an uneven. You're gonna have a free rusher unless for some reason they just know what's happening and they can all shift over because you're rushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 linemen, but there's not enough to be able to come over to that direction. Because again, when we started this play,
you can see there that as you
those guys all took the edge. Those guys all took the edge too. You couldn't do that.
But Witherspoon's
I only
coming
get
in
a shift there.
He has no. He can only block one guy. He's not as big as the dudes up front.
Yeah.
So.
The way the perfect way to cover this is that Campbell would be on an island, which I don't think Vrabel wanted because they have 2 guys immediately coming here. He was going to chip, but it looks like now that he sees any coverage, he's just going to go to his route. So the only way that you're going to be able to cover this is that if he stopped his double team here and they all shifted over, which you can't make in a split-second decision here in the NFL, you're going to have a free rusher coming in here. Drake then tries to throw it right behind Gorlami there and just gets popped, balls up in the air, caught, zoom. Touchdown.
Okay, I thought Ramondre whiffed the block, but no.
No, that was just a free rush.
That was a good scheme by Seattle. Yeah, that was a good scheme by Seattle.
Yeah, sim pressures are great. Sim pressures are great, especially in that situation where you're having a tackle that's struggling and you know a chip or a double team is coming, especially that double team from the guard. Because if that guard can't float with that center, then you're going to have a free rusher coming off of that opposite side. And that's what happened. And then instant hit, ball up in the air, knows who gets it, touchdown. Yeah.
Same, Drake. Same.
Patriots, maybe next year.
I mean, do I see New England coming back into Super Bowl soon? Yeah, I can see that. Like,
not next year.
They look... No, probably... maybe.
I think because of the schedule change, they were the number 1 seed in the AFC East. They're going to face tougher opponents because they're going to face the number 1 seeds in other divisions. I don't think they're going to... I think they'll make it to the playoffs. Honestly, I don't see them winning the AFC East next year.
I'll be honest. We were playing with house money getting to the Super Bowl. Making it back again sometime soon would be nice. But I'm saying this as a Patriots fan. I doubt it's going to be like this again. So, I
don't think that you guys are going to have
with this roster. I think we can make it back to the playoffs. Making it back to Super Bowl is going to be a bit trickier.
Also, you're probably not going to have Stephon Diggs. Isn't he going to get charged with?
Diggs might be gone. Chase Song's also a rumored free agent, and he was a big linebacker for us this year. So,
no, I mean, isn't Diggs getting arrested or something?
How the offseason?
Wasn't there still strangulation charges or something?
With the whole news that came out about James Pierce Jr., I think the whole NFL's forgotten about that right now. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the rest of free agency and the offseason go. I like to bring back at least a few pieces that are on that list, but there's a lot of factors. Like go with everything. There's a lot of factors that you got to just see what happens with. So.
Yeah. But what I mean to say is, is the Super Bowl window closed? Oh, hell no. You got a good core going.
Good. If anybody in the AFC East Super Bowl window is closing, it's the Bills. I wouldn't say it's fully closed, but it's like this now. It's getting very, very thin now.
We keep saying that about them, and they still keep fucking going. So I don't know.
But then
I'm telling you this right now. Joe Brady is just going to be the yes man for Brandon Beane, and this is going to blow up in their faces spectacularly.
Probably.
Possibly, yeah. But congratulations to the Seahawks. Congratulations to Sam Darnold. Being the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, the first one in the 2018 class to go to a Super Bowl. And
also,
win the Super Bowl.
Wouldn't it be nice if Campbell could block shit? Then I wouldn't have to say I lost to Mono Man.
Sam Darnold is the first USC quarterback as a starter to win the Super Bowl.
In all Super Bowls.
In the history of the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Sam Darnold out of the University of South Carolina. No, starting quarterback, obviously.
Reggie Bush. South Carolina or California?
Sorry, California. That's what I meant. South California.
Yeah, because you don't call you don't call University of South Carolina USC. You just say
they're the better USC anyway.
Right.
They're better. Lincoln Riley's a dick.
I know.
Actually, I do want to do this one thing.
Please, no tier list.
No, a tier list, but it's going to be. Hold on one second.
What is Mastodon's favorite shape?
That one I was about to walk down. Fuck this shit.
Is it a dodecahedron?
Dodecahedron. All these squares make a circle. How do all these squares make a circle? Triangle. And why is that one green?
I gotta say something because I found some fucking news that was showing off a guy who tried to come into a Planet Fitness with a literal gallon jug that had PCP written on it, and I immediately thought a literal gallon out of a milk jug.
All right.
Tommy, please tell me.
All right. So I don't know why it's showing absolutely everybody, but Okay, this is a little bit. This is the 32.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, because I kind of want to know this. I'm gonna take where's old Sammy boy? There you are. We're gonna put him here, and then now forget about the tiers here. I want to know quarterbacks that you're gonna take above or below him. So let's do some easy ones. Gino,
let's just
below 9, below.
No. JJ McCarthy, create 2 new tier lists, so tier 9 and put him in that.
Tier 9, put him in that. Spencer Rattler, because there's not even Spencer Rattler or Shuck, either way. No.
Take Justin Fields and move him like 10 tiers down.
I think we can all say Cam Ward, probably no. He's good, but for now, no.
Keep it a buck.
Justin Fields, no. And then also Tua Tagovailoa, no. And then I think we can all say Kyler Murray?
Yeah,
No.
he's below.
Okay.
Did he even play
He did. He just played at the very beginning of the year. So
Don't forget about Moonball himself, Russell Wilson.
Moonball.
Oh yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Right,
Russell Wilson. We'll also say this is also Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart as well. Russell Wilson. Then Mac Jones and Brock Purdy. I would say this is more Brock Purdy. Are you taking Brock or are you taking Sam?
Brock, just because of age.
Feel like it'd be
I'm taking
even.
Brock.
For me, it's going to be the age right
Darnold
now.
at tier
And
4.
it's not like Brock Purdy's bad.
No,
Like,
no, we're just saying who's above and below. Who are you taking?
Oh, I was about to say.
Just to play a game right now, are you
Would you
taking Sam
rather
Darnold or are
have-
you taking Brock Purdy? Because again, this was starters and Brock Purdy didn't start at the beginning of the year.
What about
So we're obviously going to
Love
take
on
at a high
No,
like
I don't know about Burrow.
No, we're not.
I don't know about that's your bias talking. I don't
Burrow.
know.
You're not going to take
No,
Burrow.
I'll take-
You're not going to take
yeah,
Burrow
I'm
over
not-
I'm not
Darnold.
that high. I mean, I'm not that high, but
Okay.
If Burrow actually had a decent coach, they would be the Seahawks. If Burrow was on the Seahawks, they'll be 17-0 in the season.
So
I'm sorry,
those
like
all
a
agree with
decent
Stafford
coach
and Allen.
and an
Yeah.
okay,
organization.
but we're saying that Burrow, Burrow, Stafford, and Josh Allen are all going to be taking over Sam Darnold. There's not really any question about that. These guys.
Yeah,
There's a bit of a question about this. This is close. These guys, there's no question here. Okay. So there's a bit of a question. Better, but there's a bit of a question. No question here. Tier 9. So then Bryce Young, I would say there's probably... He's good, but...
just below.
No, but I-
Just
Just
below.
below.
CJ Stroud, yeah. Daniel
Something happened to him this
Jones,
year, I don't know.
just because of the injury, he was doing really well
No
before.
injury.
Would you say like
I'll
no, but
give you
like
that.
close?
I'll give you that.
Okay. Bo Nix, I would also say no, but close. Bo Nix has been pretty good, but his defense has been the main thing. I would say Lamar probably over. Obviously, there's been injuries, but just Lamar as the player is just. I think you would take him over Darnold.
Yeah.
Obviously, a healthy Mahomes. No one's questioning that. Jalen Hurts. I'm putting him here. I would take Sam Darnold
I
over
think I
Jalen
am
Hurts.
too.
It's close, but I would take Sam Darnold.
I'm thinking
I would.
they're in the same level.
Yeah, it's like they're close. Are you taking Sam Darnold a bit over him, or are you taking Jalen Hurts a bit over Sam Darnold? I'm taking Sam Darnold over Jalen Hurts.
For me, it's tough. Like, okay, not just saying as the Eagles, but just
We put Malik Willis in and put him above.
Put Malik Willis in and put him above.
I'm not biased, I swear. I swear.
I'm gonna say same thing for Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I played the same.
No,
level as
Bob. You
I
put
mean,
Sam Darnold.
Herbert down there.
No, Herbert
I
is a
am
much
not
more
taking-
better
I'm
individual.
not-
Herbert is a better individual player than anybody in Tier 5 right
In
there.
hypotheticals.
No, in his
If he
completion
had the
percentage.
line,
No, you know what would make him really pissed off? The next one up is Caleb Williams. Put him in tier 3.
I would agree with that. He's clutch. I would agree with that. I would. He's also a very smart player and doesn't throw up fucking Brett Favre moonballs. Jaden Daniels is a tough one. I think I'm going to put him here for now. Same as Goff.
it's
Like-
He's only a
injury
second
for
year.
me,
Like,
it's
honestly,
injury during
like, I don't see a
I
difference between...
said that. I said Goff. Yeah, I said Goff. And
I
Darnold
don't
the
see
same.
a difference between Goff and Darnold sometimes. I really don't.
I would say Darnold slightly just because Goff isn't as mobile as Darnold. but their arm.
I mean, they're both as mobile as like your slightly athletic uncle after 3 Miller Lights. Like, I mean, come on. Like they can move a little, but okay. Dak, I would still put here.
Yes.
Dude had an MVP caliber season. Same with Baker. Same with Baker as well. Trevor Lawrence.
Oof. He's shown it for right now. I'm putting him with Darnold. He's shown it for. If it was last year, then I'll put him in tier 5 or like just below Darnold. But he has improved a lot this year. Yeah. I think coaching. Fuckheads.
This is not going to be Joe Flacco because if it was Joe Flacco, it'd be here. But I think it's
tier 9. That's fucking Shedeur or no, that's the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns. Whatever the Browns have running. Aaron Rodgers.
His current state,
tough because of age, and then Drake May. This is the big one. I feel like it's still kind of here. I honestly feel like Drake May, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, no. For me, honestly, I can't put Trevor Lawrence here. The dude was in MVP conversations late in the season. I'm gonna put him here, and I think May, Goff, and Darnold. Sad as it is, these are the 3 whitest motherfucking quarterbacks in the league right now. Are just all at this like basic level right here. I think like
a Super Bowl champion. Well, 2 of them are Super Bowl champions. If we look at this now. Yeah.
No, only one.
No, Goff
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goff one.
Yeah.
But Darnold technically has 2 rings. He doesn't have 2 rings. That's right. He was with San Fran.
Been to 2 Super Bowls. He has 1 ring.
Been to 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, he was a backup for 49ers with Brock Purdy as the starting QB against the Chiefs.
Shit. Yeah.
Right.
We were joking about that one time.
We were, yeah.
I think I commented on that when the Seahawks won the NFC Championship too. So
I really hope Drew Lock had his like Super Bowl championship ring fitted for his penis instead of his finger. That'd have been great.
What?
Drew Lock has a horse cock. That's just how it goes. If you guys not seen those memes going around.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Run the damn
ball. It's Big Dick Nick or Big Cock Brock. Drew Lock is not in that conversation.
Gorlami knows he is. Look at it. Look at it.
There's a guy
is Lock that cock.
If there's ever a guy that joins this league whose name is like McGenius or something like that, good God.
Don't forget about final standings on predictions.
Oh, right. Yeah, final standings on predictions. I am last. Oh, God. It's like all fucked up because you can't see it. So, final scores, I'm last, 224 and 112. Literally, like I was right 66% of the time. Is that what that is?
No, that's,
2 out of 1.
That's close 50. That's like 50% actually.
No, 50 would have been 112 and 112. Now I'm 224 and 112. I don't know. The ratio is 2 to 1. The ratio is 2 to 1. Like, most of them were because I think 112 of those losses, 17 of those were Bengals. So then, K-Duff.
17 of those were Bengals.
So next to that, Gorlami, 231-2, K-Duff, 237-104, Macedon, 237-98, and Mamba, 240-101. Did get the most correct
losses.
Yes. Mamba did get the most correct Super Bowl pick. I was still off. My 41 was like second closest almost, which was fucking hilarious. But that's where the standings are.
All right, boys. What's Lob's punishment for coming in last?
Was there punishment for? I think the only punishment was the fucking.
The last year we made Mamba
You had to drink beer out of a shoe.
Yeah, drink beer out of a shoe. Cool.
Here's
Jin.
You're not gonna be the closest.
Oh, he's doing it
Here's
now?
Jin.
Anyway. Oh, damn.
That's disgusting. Anyway, I don't even need a shoe. Fucking Ryan Reynolds gin. Disgusting. Also, Massive. Where's the liquor?
With Zach Taylor. So K-Duff cannot mail it to me. Apparently, apparently he's not allowed to. So
stupid mass laws about that. Mama can apparently send it to me from Chicago. I apparently can't send it from Boston.
That's fucking stupid.
So just say different. I'm gonna do the Smirnoff and like pickle juice because I can't When I try to see online to buy it, I can't.
I already said if you can't get it, just get like the shittiest flavor of Smirnoff you can find at like a.
You're
like
also not able to find Malort, right?
Yeah, can't get it shipped because Malort's a Chicago thing. He's all
give me something else other than Malort.
So okay, hold on. Let's think together. Let's think together. What is the closest thing? Mamba, can you think of what's close to Malort? What's close?
Rubbing alcohol.
You can't drink. No, we're not making him drink rubbing alcohol. No, Mamba. Mamba, this is not a Purdue frat initiation, Mamba. God damn it.
I'm not gonna do ice for alcohol. I have to deal with that shit for work.
Okay. Hold on. Time out. Close to Malort, Old Crow whiskey, which is like bottom shelf, horrible whiskey, but then you mix it with like sardine can juice.
We didn't even think of something that's non-alcoholic to add that stuff. Like we could have done so much more shit.
I found an alternative. If you have this,
hold on.
I posted in the chat.
One, I want to make sure that I'm able to get it at a fucking ABC store.
Yeah. The
question is that only in Chicago?
Huh? The one I typed in.
Yeah, is it?
Oh shit! Can you get
inspired?
It's a premium 100 proof Chicago-made Swedish-style bitter liqueur, also wormwood flavored with juniper and citrus profiles. So it's Malort lemon lime flavor.
If you have that,
Christ, holy fuck!
Yeah,
okay. I might be able to get that one. I might get that leather. I might be able to get that leather. I'm looking it up.
Can you get Rumpelmans? Okay. That might be a good alternative. Just pure peppermint.
Also, whatever is combined, you just get like McGillicuddy's at that.
You want to kill him?
He's already gonna die from the pickle and Pink Whitney. Like,
yeah,
just a rumple in the mix.
Or
God, I have horror stories.
It looks like I could get. It looks like I could get Rumpelmans.
Oh, Mamba, do you want to throw in Rumpelmans? Okay. Rumpelmans will be a little... Yeah, Rumpelmans. There it is.
Okay.
All right. So the mix...
Okay.
Yeah, the mix right now is Rumpelmans, which is a peppermint liqueur.
You even spell Rumpel. Oh,
Pickle 99, which you couldn't get, so he's making pickle juice and Smirnoff. Then Pink Whitney. Yeah, you can grab a Smirnoff shooter. You can grab a pink Smirnoff shooter.
Yeah.
Jaeger, and then specifically Coors Banquet foam.
Let me see if I can actually get Coors Banquet also.
You can get a tall. If you can't get a tall boy of Coors Banquet in the good state of Virginia, you need to leave. You need to fucking leave.
I'm in North Carolina.
Or North Carolina. Why do you think you're Virginia? No, you can get a North Carolina. I've been to North Carolina a ton of times. You can get a tall boy of a Coors Light or a Coors Banquet.
Or you could just get a Coors just say it's Banquet.
Yeah.
Just to point this out loud, we have 2 ingredients of what is called the Bad Boys in 1940 killer.
What the fucking
There is a shot where you take Rumpelmints, Jaeger, and Fireball, and you mix it all together, and they call it a Bad Boys from 1940 killer. But you can't say don't want to say the other word.
Oh. Yahtzee killer? A Yahtzee? Okay.
Yahtzees.
Okay, because Jaeger's German. Rumpelman is Rumpelman's German? I'm guessing the name?
Sounds German.
Fireball? I mean besides the Jaeger I don't see how
it is German.
Okay, so then Fireball is
just to kill you.
I always liked the one that was called the Axis, which was sake, Jägermeister, and Disaronno. So it was Italian, Japanese, and German. Oh, it was shit. It tasted like absolute. It was black licorice, cherry syrup, and sake. It was shit. It was so shit. It was just pure fire.
And sake is not really that alcoholic either, because apparently, like the Japanese can't.
My work is trying to do like a fucking
their
chocolate
alcohol can't consume it really well. Like.
Yep. All right. Anyway, we're rambling now, a bunch of random shit. So I hope you enjoyed the NFL season. Stay tuned. Over the next, I believe, 4 weeks, we'll break down each of the divisions sectors. So north, south, easts, and wests. God forbid we do anything with the souths. I think we're still going to we play a game while we do the souths because
what if we sped run Minecraft while trying to do the souths?
God!
No.
Oh God! That sounds.
No, we're gonna play. We're gonna do a whole Hoi 4 campaign. We'll talk
Ah!
Oh,
No,
no.
Minecraft sounds good, but like we would specifically have to do one that's like we have to download a mod where it's like super fucking scary or something.
Oh
'Cause
God!
I think it's
or just like everything scuffed. Like every time you hit a block, you die or something.
Or we play college football 26 and all play FCS teams. Like each of us plays FCS
Honestly, I'm
teams.
kind of down for that. That would be fun.
possibly. We just have to get Kate off the game, I guess, somehow. Anyway, we're rambling on. I hope you enjoyed football. I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl.
I didn't.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the halftime show. It was pretty cool. I didn't understand anything until Gaga came on. If you watch the other halftime show,
According to our friend Rock that speaks Spanish, apparently there was a song about eating ass in it.
I mean,
That's
cool.
American.
Janet Jackson's boob has been on the Super Bowl, so like, who cares at this point? So have a great time.
Drake being a pedophile last year.
I mean, yeah, say Drake. So enjoy the rest of your non-football life for just a little bit until the rest of it comes back. The NHL's on. The Olympics are also on, but soon we're gonna have
NHL's on a break because of the Winter Olympics. That's the NHL players are doing that. Yeah.
But we'll be back with the
USA
spring football
Women's Hockey's
and
got
our.
4 UW Wisconsin
Let me
athletes
wrap
on
up
it.
the fucking episode.
Run the damn ball. Good night.
That's the first one of the.
All right, run the damn ball. Have a good night. Fuck.